Slime. I know what you guys are thinking. Peachybbies created slime, but before Peachybbies was even created, slime was already being made and sold for everyone to enjoy. So today I'm testing out some of the oldest, most vintage slimes we could find, starting with Mattel Slime Worms. This is the oldest slime that we could find. It's from 1976, which is honestly surprising because it's still sealed, except for this crack in the bottom. Don't look at that. And it's sticky. This slime cost me $500, which means that you know that it's real. I can't believe I paid $500 for this slime. What am I revealing here? The more you squish it, the more liquid comes out of it. I'm curious what chemical reaction does that, but I think it's really safe to say that this slime probably should have stayed in 1976 where it was created. We all love slime, and apparently it's been a fan favorite toy for generations.
Slime is creeping across the country.
It doesn't last 3 days in the store.
Today's slime comes in a variety of scents, textures, colors, and themes. But has slime always been like this? To see how much slime has changed, I bought a ton of different slimes that date back to up to 45 years old. Today, we are going to decide if these old slimes are trash or treasure. And if the slime is somewhere in between and we can't decide on it, we're gonna enlist the help of the rest of the Peachybbies crew, and they're gonna come in and try to fix these antique slimes. So let's pick our next slime. This next slime is a little bit controversial because it is technically a silly putty, but I think it counts. This isn't silly putty? Take back my statement. This is not silly putty. I was just informed this looks like silly putty. It's from the Star Trek movies, and it's from a company called Larami. To buy one of these can cost anywhere from $14 to $45. Unbox! The sponge is so old, it's disintegrating. How old is this one? 1979. Okay, so it's, it's an elderly slime. We'll call it that. Okay, let's try the putty first, and then we'll try to transfer. It seems the putty does not want to be tried. Can I have a rolling pin? Thank you. I want to try it once. I need to see if it will transfer, because it seems like that's the whole reason that people want it, is to transfer the comic books. I'm not gonna say that it's a fail. I think that it could transfer. It's just we didn't give it the right stuff. So we'll put that with the worms. Yeah, we're getting rid of the sponge. The sponge is no good. He is going to the trash area, and we are gonna get our next slime. This 1985 Motu Evil Horde slime is a slime from 1985, and this one cost me $200 unopened, so I'm curious to see what we get in here. Apparently the Evil Horde was a group of bad guys led by their Horde leader Hordak, and I guess this was some slime his minions had lying around for evil doing of some kind. I will say they did not send us the whole set. It was supposed to have a skull that you dump the slime into and it like oozed out. We didn't get that, we only got this. I'm not gonna judge them on that, we're just gonna judge them by the slime. I know these are for kids, like I know that they're safe toys, but every time I touch them, I'm like, is this safe for me to touch now that it's this old? And judging by what I just opened, I would say it's questionable. When kids were getting us, were they getting this much? Is it kind of like an Aaron's Crazy Putty situation? Moment of truth. Wow. Let's give it a plate. It was a mistake, hold on. Let's give it a stretch. One more time. No. And I don't like it. So I think I'm gonna have the team try to fix this guy. He has potential,
It is time to fix our slime. It is not good. How are we supposed to fix this? We need to grind this up somehow or chop it up.
So that we can turn the smaller pieces into more of a paste. Once we get a paste, then we're getting closer to slime instead of just chunks.
This is working. I think it's working. It is turning into a paste.
Goofy.
Yeah, I didn't think this was actually savable. It's a really ugly color though. Can I put dye in? Now that we have a nice paste from our slime, let's add it to a bowl and then add in some glue and activator.
Okay, look at that blob.
Oh wait, it actually feels nice. It feels soft. Kind of feels
Success.
like wow.
All right, should we put it back into its original container?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's ready.
Andrea, come look at this slime.
So what do you got for me?
This is your Evil Horde slime, of course.
Okay, okay. Reference picture to this, how does it look?
Okay, but I like this green better.
I would say except for the chunks, it is pretty close. I feel like most store-bought slimes are not this stretchy though. So I feel like maybe you guys should have activated it more, so it was a little rubbery to kind of match the texture. But overall, I feel like it's pretty good. Great job, team. I will talk to you when I need something else. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Retro Mutagen Ooze. Kind of a mouthful to say, but the lore on this one makes sense. If you guys have never heard of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, essentially they're just like regular turtles that were chilling in the sewer, and then they fell into some radioactive goo, and then they became Super Ninja Turtles. I don't watch a lot of Ninja Turtles, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So selling a slime that's basically a goo makes a lot of sense because, you know, this is how they turned into the turtles. This slime is from 1989 and cost me $225. Let's give it a go. So far we have all green flags. Let's pour it out and see if we actually have a slime. We have a slime bait. Oh my God, there's a little turtle. I think with some activator, it should turn into an actual slime. And based on the coloring, I think it's gonna be one of those like gooey jiggly slimes. What I think is technically classified as a water slime now, but I think was just the slime texture at the time. And it's fun. And I definitely think this is one of the ones that held up the best. So for that reason, I would say this is definitely going in treasure. Next slime. Nickelodeon Purple Punch slime. Now, when I started making slime, I remember seeing this stuff in stores, but it was always way more expensive than the regular glue, so I never actually got to try one. Apparently, this glue was invented in the 90s when Nickelodeon was at its first peak, and I got this gallon for $100 plus shipping. Shipping was a lot, it's actually really heavy. It really reminds me of the slime Nickelodeon used to pour on people back in like the good old days. I don't know if they do that anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of the vibe it's giving. To see how purple this purple slime really is, I'm challenging all 3 of our content creators to make the most purple slime they can in 10 minutes. So, no rules, you can do whatever you want, but it has to be the purpliest of purples. Winner gets $100. 3, 2, 1, wait for me to leave, go!
Okay.
I'm pouring first.
That is so weird. Anyways, we got 10 minutes. You guys go. This thing is not activating. I'm gonna add clay so that it becomes kind of more solid because this is just not activating.
See, they're stressing over there. I'm not gonna stress at all. I'm just gonna walk over here and I'm gonna grab the things that I need.
Yeah, what's Andrew been doing? He hasn't even made a glue pile yet.
Step 1 are charms. We got some purple frosting charms. We got purple clouds. Purple clouds. Yeah, purple butterflies. Okay, we got our purple charms now. Now we need to add a little bit of clay because that's gonna help a lot with the underactivated.
Oh, it's still so goopy.
Yeah,
Why?
this is just messy.
I don't think this is working.
Oh,
What?
hi, Andrew.
Hi. What are you guys doing over here? Oh my goodness, it looks like Grimace Shake happened.
Are we sure this is glue and not glycerin?
It's working for me. I don't know what you're talking about. This.
No, just wait and see.
Yeah, just
it is
wait.
not. It's not gonna work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
We can't give up.
This is so bad, but I have an idea.
So this one is a bit more interactive. It's from Nickelodeon as well, but this one is the GAC copier. The very first thing I think I saw on this package is, look at this child. This guy's scary. This one is supposed to let you draw pictures and then imprint it onto the slime. I'm not really sure why, but it's cool that you can. This one is from 1992 as well, but it only cost me $50, so I'm not sure how high my hopes are here. But let's unbox it. Very well put in there. It feels kind of gooey. It comes with this tub, weirdly shaped pink and yellow thing, a pen, and then some really old looking instructions. Basically it says what we are supposed to do. It came fully sealed, so I think there's a chance that it could still be a slime texture. That's kind of what we're hoping for here, because let's be honest, not many of them are. Nice orange, mac and cheesy, a little gooey. I think that's probably promising. And it has a little bit of stretch to it. Is it slime? Extremely questionable. But let's put it in its little thing and see if we can put a little picture on it. This is my interpretation of the Peachybbies peach. Yep, that's him. Imprinted on the slime. Moment of truth. Okay. Ah! Look. It's the peach. They're like twins.
Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that worked. I'm really surprised by that. 10 out of 10 for me. I would say this one is definitely a treasure, so we will be keeping the GAC Splat. Next slime.
I have an idea, but I've got like 2 minutes left. Oh, I gotta go fast. So now take this, add just a tiny little bit of the actual slime into this, and boom, now technically, this is the slime. Okay, we got it.
No way he just got magic boba.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's
You're
cheating.
not fixing anything.
All right, so now we got just regular magic boba, and then we just add a tiny little bit of this, mix it. Hey. Well, you know what? I'm gonna roll with this. This is gonna be perfect. You guys just made it better. I'm gonna charmify it, add some extra charms. I even have a label. Done.
Mine is actually not bad.
This is so messy.
3, 2, 1. Hands off, hands off.
Sorry.
What did you do to the table?
Well, the goop you gave us was too goopy for our liking.
Okay.
Activator just didn't work.
This is mine. I call it butterfly mishmash fly in the sky.
No.
That's an hit.
I worked hard on it.
It really looks like you did, considering you have the biggest petal of everyone.
Thank you.
Oh,
So
it's
that's
not
cool,
solid.
but it's not slime. So let's move on. Kristie, what do you got for me?
Chunky iridescent ube soup.
Okay, so if I stick my hand in this, what am I gonna find?
It will feel like crunchy soup.
I like that the top is thick, so that's really cool. So I'll give you points for that. I don't really think that slime should be soup.
It's pretty.
The hammer is a personal touch. It adds, we've been through so much together through the video, and I thought, why not add it to the slime?
So it's a little bit more slime than the other slimes, so I give it points for that. But what is that? what is that?
Andrew, you cheated.
It's not, no.
I see it has a label on
Turn it that
it.
way.
It says Peachy's magic boba.
Honestly, no wonder it's way better than the others. It's Peachybbies slime. He cheated.
I didn't, no. There were no rules set.
So I think that this 100 was gonna go to Andrew, but he is a cheat. No. He scammed me. So I'm gonna say, Hannah, Kristie, you guys won the $100.
Woohoo! Wait, I thought it was 50.
So you guys can go split that at the bank. Congratulations. I can't say it was a big success, but I can say it was better than Andrew's. Next slime is Eyeballs and Goo. This one is from 1995, and it cost me $25. And not just any slime. This slime, if you couldn't tell based on the label and the jar, is filled with eyeballs. I'm assuming this one is like the green Martian slime. I think if we just activate it, it's gonna be like that clear liquidy slime texture. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And this one should be good as well. I have to admit, I'm not liking the way the eyeballs are looking at me. I'm just gonna, oh, they're like a weird texture. Yeah, see, it's already coming together. I feel like every single slime that we've reviewed today has been gross in some way. People love to make slimes gross. They're really jiggly. Look, we have our slime. Let's add our eyeballs and see if they add anything to the texture. Oh, I like them so much, actually. I take back everything bad I said about them. It's a little bit breaky, and I don't think the eyeballs stick super well, but this is definitely a treasure. Mars Attack Martian Goo. This one is also glow in the dark, and apparently comes from Martians, if the label is to be believed. This guy looks horrifying. This slime was made in the 90s. I got it off eBay. It only cost me $10. Let's open it, because it sounds like Play-Doh. I don't know what I was expecting with all of these super old slimes. I guess it would make sense that but I didn't think every single one would be like this. Slime fixers.
Yes.
That's me. Let me see.
I have a new task for you. This is made from Martians, and it needs to be turned back into slime.
Well, my mom was a Martian.
Was she?
No.
I kind of like the texture, but this is not slime.
I love
Well, it's your job to make it slime.
you. Do it.
Go,
for
go,
it.
go,
Stop
go,
trying
go.
to eat the product.
My leg.
Oh.
Whoa.
Is there supposed to be something inside? Oh no, it's
Very
just
much
solid.
not anything inside. It's just a solid. We're cutting it, but how do we fix it?
I actually made a slime that was this exact color earlier today.
You did?
Yeah, let's just use it.
Yeah. No, I don't want that.
You like it?
Okay, this is perfect. It's almost identical. How do we theme it Mars?
We have aliens in Charmville.
Let's go Charmville.
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 Charmville time.
We want alien axolotl or alien?
Oh, we got
Aliens.
astronauts,
Astronauts are close.
not aliens.
They look good in a clear slime too.
Okay, yeah. Grab some of those.
Uh-huh.
And now we need an alien guy. There he is, alien axolotl.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Perfect.
I like the big ones.
We got small ones, big ones, and medium ones. Perfect.
Pour some of that in.
Onwards.
All right, let's jar up our slime.
I wish this slime was wider so we could add all the charms.
It'll be okay. We just need a few of these bigger alien guys. And we got the axolotl as King of Mars.
Okay, I think Andrea's gonna love this one.
This one?
Yeah, this is cute.
Guys, I think we saved this one.
We could.
Just don't tell her we cheated.
Nickelodeon Goose Fusion Pack. This one I think is so cool. It comes with a little rocket to carry all of your slimes, and you have a bunch of different mix-ins that you can put into the slime. It's basically a vintage DIY set that I only got charged $25 for, so I think I have an antique on my hands. I am gonna unbox it really quick because I think you can see just from the sample one, it's obvious that the slimes are all dried up, but let's check and see what the ones inside look like. I think this was supposed to be paint. That one's pretty bad. We got some little beads, our handy dandy rocket carrier. Okay, let's check on these little slimes. So we have a purple rubber, a green rubber, which seems to have a little bubble in him. Then we have a little pink guy. I think these are super cute, but I kind of want to see what they look like fixed so I can get the full effect. Stick around to the end of the video to see what this looks like, but let's move on to the next one.
Okay, so basically what I'm thinking here is that we need to get some clear slime and we need to dye it the color of the slime that's in here. And so instead of rocks, we'll have actual slime. I'll give you this one. You play with that one. I'll fix this.
I got it.
Oh, it has this bubble on
Oh,
it.
I kind of like it.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Yeah. It's a little, needs a little activator.
Yeah.
We got lime.
This is spot on.
Lime green. I only want a small amount because dye dyes it very quick. How do I fix this? Kristie, get a little white slime maybe?
Oh wait, this is pretty good.
Yeah, yours,
Right?
You're a color matching pro.
So I got some white pigment and maybe, hopefully, this will lighten it enough. Small amounts, there we go. Hopefully that's good. Wait a minute, I think we might have just cooked here. So I'm gonna add just like the smallest amount of lime paints to it.
I've finished mine.
Yeah, color matching doesn't come as easily to us as it does you.
We need this one. You're so good at it, you should do two of them.
All right, since you guys are taking so long, I'm also gonna do this one. Oh yeah, that's pretty spot on. You just need a little tiny bit of white.
How are you so good?
Yeah, why
How
are you so fast at
I've been doing the
So
same
good.
color for the last 10 minutes and I've gotten this far. That's so perfect. They look identical. All right, I think mine is about as close as we're gonna get. So I'm gonna call this one okay.
All right, guys, are you ready to package this up and then try to find some metallic paint somewhere?
Sure.
Try, yeah.
Where are we gonna find silver paint like this?
Well, it just so happens that I've got some right here.
How convenient.
Where did that come from?
All right, guys, let's package this all up together and then get Andrea back.
And last but not least, we have an assortment of Nickelodeon slimes. We have Gak, Goose, and I forget the name of this one, but it's in a cup. So we're gonna start with the oldest one. This one is a Nickelodeon Gak Splat, and it was made in 1992. And the price definitely shows it. This one cost me $500 again. I have spent so much money on this video already. So it better be good. I have high hopes, but I am looking at the back of it, so my hopes have already been dashed. Yours haven't though, so you can pretend that this is still exciting. This one, there's no fixing that. Obviously, this one is a trash. I like the concept though, so I will keep it. Next, we have another set of slime from the Goose line, the Gooses, if you will. These were both made in 2000, and I think it's so funny because they both say play stuff for the new millennium. So we have them both unboxed. This one seems very stiff, and then this one seems a little liquidy. So clearly the glow in the dark and the glitter ones are different products. Oh, that's so weird. So it's almost like a jelly kind of rubber texture. It's got a little bit of a fruit gummy texture, and then there's its skin. Now this one feels kind of like a wet gummy. Cool, but neither of them are really slime, but I do feel like these are probably trash. This is the green Nickelodeon slime splat ball. This one is pretty unique. I think it's a little bit sticky because they're expecting kids to throw it at walls and stuff, but this one only cost me $40, and honestly, it's in pretty good condition. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Splat ball. I don't know. 5,000 likes and I'll cut it open in a video. Treasure or trash? I would say treasure, but I really don't think this one counts as slime. We went through a ton of slimes from the past, and I think what I've collected is the fact that if you leave slime for a really long time, it's gonna get real crispy. So maybe you don't do that. But I'm out of slime, so let's check on the rest of the team. Okay, so how did you guys do?
We totally rocked. We did it.
Oh my God, it looks so cute.
Look at it.
I think we nailed it.
Oh, I love it. Let's test them out to see what the experience is like though.
Okay.
So this one, oh, this one's a nice texture. It smells like slime. Let's do the purple.
Okay.
Okay.
Got that stretch.
I will say, I see the old ones here. Pretty good color comparison to these nice why am I green?
Wasn't me.
Here's the green one.
Anyways, this is a nice purple. 10 out of 10 stretch. I like it. Blue.
That one's easily
Nice.
the
This one's
prettiest.
really pretty.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice, pretty. Still see-through. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
clear.
I love it. And pink, of course. I think it's gonna feel like the rest of them. So let's take this one and add some of the little balls.
Balls.
Glitter balls. Woo!
Oh, they're glittery? Oh, wait. Now let's add some paint. I don't know why they think we want to dye our rainbow colored thing.
Little slime
Ooh,
pole.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
I don't know what's gonna mix into
Oh,
though.
it's stuck. Yeah, the in-between is nice. I'm afraid of the silver. Or maybe it'll just add a nice little hue to it. It almost feels like I'm back in the 2000s when this was made, and I'm just playing with my little rocket ship purse slime.
Bam.
I love it so much. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Did it.
If you guys like seeing all of these crazy, weird vintage slimes, then don't forget to subscribe to peachybbies.com. Bye.
Bye-bye.